What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time tuning in, my name is Audrey and I moved from Brooklyn, New York to the beautiful island of Roatan in 2011. So my channel is dedicated to sharing inspiration and information about living abroad. And today I am doing my last COVID-19 update, okay? Because we are not going into 2021 talking about the same depressing thing, all right? But a lot of y'all are traveling right now for the holidays, and some people just X out traveling for the entire 2020, so they're gearing up to travel again in 2021. So I'm doing this for y'all, okay? So let's get started. So let's start with the numbers first, right? And this comes straight from the health department of the Bay Islands as of December 7, 2020. The number of processed tests, this is COVID-19 test, is 3,641. The number of positive cases, 2,189. The number of recovered cases, 381. The number of deaths, 42. And the number of active cases, 1,766. Again, this information is as of December 7, 2020. The good news is that the number of hospitalized patients for COVID on the island has significantly decreased. And because of that, the huge triage center they had in French Harbor for COVID patients is going to be closed. And that's just because the good news, right? We don't have as many sick patients or critically sick patients. So what they're going to do is anybody who gets sick to the point where they have to be hospitalized will be hospitalized in the public hospital. And once they reach 15 patients, they're going to open up the large center in French Harbor again, if there should be a second wave, God forbid, right? The medical personnel who were at the triage, at the large COVID-19 treatment center, they're going to be distributed throughout the island in the smaller triages that we do have. The medical staff will also be doing medical brigades and doing house visits to test people. Now, let's talk about the requirements to enter Honduras, because that's what a whole bunch of people want to know. And first of all, you need a negative PCR or rapid test. That's number one. The test must be taken within 72 hours of you arriving to the island. So you cannot take that test 4 days before you arrive to the island. They will not accept it. It's not enough to have your exam or your results on your phone. You have to print it out, and it has to say negative. If it does not say negative, they won't accept it. In addition to your negative COVID test, you also have to fill out a pre-check form, which can be found online. So I'm going to leave the link to that pre-check form in the description box below. So there's a user guide, thank goodness, because things change so fast. So there's an updated user guide to help you fill out that pre-check form, which should definitely, I suggest that you look at it, because it can be kind of confusing. And it was just updated, I think December 9th or December 10th. But it is the latest instructions about how to fill out this form. I want to go over some important things that go along with that form. Number one, complete and print a pre-check form for each traveler. So if there's 8 of y'all traveling, each of you need a pre-check form. Complete and print the customs declaration form per family. This is that form they give you before you enter a country. So if you don't print it out, don't worry about it, because they always give you a copy on the plane. And number 3, complete the health form, where you upload your photo and the results of your COVID test. So that's the 3 things with the pre-check form. Fill out 1 pre-check form per person, fill out the customs, and number 3, fill out the health form. And now, what are the restrictions? Right now we have a 10 p.m. curfew, so everything closes by 10 p.m. We used to have a circulation system where the locals were allowed to go out according to the last digit of the ID. But ever since the devastation that the entire country has suffered after Hurricanes Eta and Iota, the government decided to just remove it temporarily. No one knows if it's going to come back. but that digit system was only for low groups anyway, so, but I just wanted to let you guys know that. Finally, just masks and social distance. Almost everywhere you go, you have to have your mask on, and they have social distancing everywhere you go. So Roatan Airport, as we know right now, is open, and slowly but surely, thank goodness, we're getting more airlines with direct flights to the islands. However, a lot of flights are landing from the United States, landing in the San Pedro Sula Airport, or it was, because after the Hurricane Eta, the San Pedro Sula Airport was completely flooded. I mean, all you saw was the roof of the airport. So, and then the second hurricane came, Iota, got flooded even more. So now San Pedro Sula Airport isn't scheduled to open until December 15th. But realistically, people are saying that it's going to take until maybe the beginning of January to get everything cleaned up and open up the San Pedro Sula Airport. So if you were scheduled to arrive to Roatan and your final destination in the country was San Pedro Sula, then your flight might be rerouted to the island, to Roatan, or it might be rerouted to La Ceiba Airport, and then from there you can either catch a smaller plane to Roatan, or you can catch the ferry. So if you have a connection in San Pedro, don't be afraid if your flight it shows that it's canceled. You might have to, it might just be rerouted. So definitely call your airline for more information. But yeah, San Pedro Sula Airport, which is the major international hub in Honduras, is closed until more than likely the first week of January. And again, the last update I'm gonna give is about donations. In my first COVID-19 video, I put a list of organizations that are receiving donations, reliable organizations and people. So please refer to my first COVID-19 video for a list of those organizations and people if you would like to support. If you'd like to support the Garifuna community directly, then contact your girl, because I know a lot of people and myself who are willing to honestly distribute donations throughout our communities. Okay? So please come visit our beautiful island. We're open. Just keep things safe, social distance, use your mask, use your hand sanitizer, and be patient as all of us adjust to this new norm. And the last thing I want to say is, if you want a customized strategic plan for you to move to the island, I can help you with that. I am a consultant. So I'm going to leave a link to the form that you have to fill out and set up an appointment with me. Remember, information saves you time and money. So call your girl if you need some guidance. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you're at and what you're watching. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Bye.